Hello, Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning Blaque in once again to the QueenAShakur TV show and Authentic Black Goddess TV. I'm your host, QueenAShakur. This is the first part of your morning wake-up call. Okay, so as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channels if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click those notification bells and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, please forgive my tardiness, people. All right, I was trying to get it together. Hello, Pearly, the Real China Doll, Boss Naz. All right, Tori, Ryan, Terrence, Courtney J. Vince, I am from the UK. Terry Hinton, Dark Skin Brother, JB1, SMCM, Water Sniper, Sweet Great Mom, Queen Candy J is here. All right, Filma Bell, I see you. Lee is in the house. Shawana, Aeon is here. Okay, Nicole, Lady E, Emperor Rex. Let's get ready to get into it. All right, October, my aunt Egypt, I see you. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hello, October. C. Stan, Michael M, Meek. Shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned into the Queen. All right. So let's get into it. Brandon, Jacqueline. These stories are clearly nefarious, people. Okay, so just brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. And one of them is so heinous. I'm not going to show the photo. I'll show the video, which they blurred out in the video, but I'm not going to show the photo because it is so disgusting. I really got sick. It's really, really gross. Okay. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Which one I want to start with first? First, let's talk about this woman who got her scalp ripped off by the police's canine dog. And mind you, she now has filed a lawsuit, and rightfully so, because the police actually had no business sending the canine on her. She was a shoplifter, okay? She was a shoplifter. That's not a serious or a violent crime. And at the end of the day, she was unarmed and hiding in the bushes when the dog attacked her. So let's get into it, people. Like stuff, everyone, please come in liking and sharing, okay? Please like and share. Okay, so this happened in 2020. In a brutal incident, Talmika Bates, age 24, had her scalp ripped off by a Brentwood police canine. And the incident occurred after she was suspected of stealing several thousands of dollars worth of cosmetics products from a nearby mall. She's now 26 years old and has filed a lawsuit citing police negligence and violation of policy. Honey, I hope she's also suing for mental anguish, distress, and punitive damages, right? Her medical bills and all of that. Okay, so on the afternoon of February 10th of 2020, an Ulta employee contacted the police to report 3 young women who had shoplifted merchandise, including Chanel perfume from the store, according to a Facebook post. And so following the call, the Brentwood police searched the neighborhood for the women, and Officer Ryan Resentes discovered Bates hiding behind some bushes in a field along Empire Way. Now, as soon as seen in the body cam video, Bates is screaming and crying out in pain while the skin on the top of her head was mauled by a dog, by the canine, and it was left bloody. And they said that there was bone and tissue showing. That's how badly she was mauled. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness, honey. That is, I cannot look at this picture. I just cannot. So anyway, although the video is shaky, audio clarifies Bates screaming, calling off Marco, while Resentes in German commands the dog to heel. Now here's the thing. He was supposedly saying this in German. How do we know he was even saying what he was supposed to say? Another thing is they said he called the dog off twice, but the dog ignored him. And something else they don't show in the video is that they said later that the police officer, when she was screaming for help, he told her, "We're going to help you, but next time, don't run from the police." Let me tell you all something. At the end of the day, let me go to the chat real quick. Let me tell you about something. Fight for Black said, interesting how a white man can ambush and kill police officers and take them into custody peacefully. Absolutely. But they would let a dog maul you to darn death just about because of shoplifting charges? That's really crazy. And I know some of the racist Mzungus will be out there saying, oh, well, she shouldn't have been breaking the law. That's the excuses, the justification they always try to have when it's a black person, but when it's one of theirs, they have a whole nother story. But yeah, it's clearly vicious, okay? Clearly vicious. And so anyway, they took her to the doctor, to the hospital or whatever. And so Blaque Sean X said a dog, speaking in German, you know a dog tastes blood, they become wild. Right, absolutely. And it should never even have escalated to that, because why did they even send the dogs in the first place? Why did they send the dogs in the first place, right? You know what I thought about when I watched that video of her hiding in the bushes and that dog attacking her? It reminded me of slave movies, right? Slavery, when they would come after the ancestors with the bloodhounds, and they'd be hiding in bushes and swamps, behind trees, and all those types of things. That's what it literally looked like. You know, these racist dogs, and I mean the police, not the dog itself, but these racist dogs literally do this to black people on purpose, and they treat us like we're their slaves. They are nothing but an advanced personification of slave patrols. Okay, so anyway, let me roll the footage. Everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channels if you haven't done so already. Thank you in advance.
I'm supposed to be dead right now, not alive, and I'm just thankful.
Now at 5, imagine having to relive a near-death experience. That's what one Brentwood woman says she's been dealing with for the past 2 years. Dalmika Bates was a shoplifting suspect and hiding in bushes when a police dog bit her, leaving her with horrific head wounds. Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Julie Hayner. Bates has now filed a lawsuit claiming police used excessive force against her. This all comes as new video of what happened is released.
KTVU investigative reporter Evan Cernovsky joining us now live from the newsroom. And Evan, you spoke to Bates today about her recovery and what she says is a fight for justice.
That's right, Alex. Julie, Dalmika Bates is still recovering from those wounds she suffered 2 years ago. She said she was left permanently disfigured and wants police held accountable. A warning, some of this video is graphic.
When I go to sleep, I have nightmares sometimes. I'll be thinking about the dog grinding, the teeth grinding.
Dalmika Bates said she still experiences headaches, memory loss, and depression from the wounds she suffered in February 2020. She was hiding from police in some bushes in Brentwood when a German Shepherd canine named Marco bit her several times in the head.
It just attacking me. I'm screaming for help. I'm screaming for them to let the dog go. Oh my God.
Police body-worn camera footage shows the attack and disturbing aftermath. We've blurred Bates's wounds, which show large bloody holes where portions of her scalp were completely removed.
Please go to ambulance.
Stand up.
I can't even think straight. My whole brain almost fell out. I'm supposed to be dead right now, not alive, and I'm just thankful.
Things began that day when Bates and 2 others were accused of shoplifting cosmetics from this Ulta Beauty supply shop in Brentwood. Police spotted the getaway vehicle and a chase ensued. Another woman was driving and collided with a police vehicle before the group fled on foot. Bates said she was unarmed and hiding in a bush for around 20 minutes while on the phone with her mom. The dog, she said, came out of nowhere.
I really thought I was going to die. Like, I really didn't think that I was going to be able to tell this story and really explain to nobody of everything. It was just traumatizing. Like, it was sad.
I've seen all manner of police abuse. This ranks up there at the top of the most disgusting, brutal use of excessive force that I can recall.
Bay Area civil rights attorney Adante Pointer is representing Bates and filed a lawsuit against the Brentwood Police Department this week.
Those officers pursued Miss Bates as if they were looking for a mass murderer. And they wouldn't even be allowed to do what they did to that mass murderer, let alone someone who was wanted for retail theft.
We sent multiple messages to the Brentwood Police Department and the city attorney's office. They did not reply to our request for comment. Bates said she was taken to jail after doctors sewed her scalp back on. She said her hair still won't grow back.
I feel ugly. I get miserable. I get depressed. I'm like not happy within myself. Like I don't even feel cute. Like I feel like I'm ugly.
Now, Bates said she wants that dog taken out of service or retrained, and she wants the police department to hold that officer accountable. Reporting live in the newsroom, Evan Cernovsky, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Okay.
Well, they're not going to hold either the dog or the police responsible. They're both still on duty as we speak. All right. They're both still on duty. Thank you, Terry, for your contribution, beloved. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Yeah, they're not going to do anything about it. That dog and the officer are still on duty. And that is just so, I don't even know what to call it, besides heinous and depraved. Like, who does that? And let me tell you something. I honestly believe, and I've said this before, I honestly believe that they purposely trained those dogs to attack only Black people, melanated people, because I've never seen them attack a white person. Have any of you, please put in the chat if you have, because I never have seen them attack a white person. But I tell you what I have seen, and those of you who have been following me, you've seen this too. I did a video where there was a white man who was, resisting arrest and all of this. And remember, the police, when they came, the backup police officer came, he had a dog with him, a canine. And remember, he sent the dog at the man. That dog ran right past that white man. He ran all around him, came back and did a circle and never touched him. You know what that told me? That they don't train them to attack anybody other than Black people. And that's just what I believe. I don't care what they say. That's what I honestly think. Because I have never in my life seen proof that they have ever attacked a white person. And like I said, when that dog ran past the man was standing right there in front of him, like maybe a foot or two away. And the dog completely ran around him, did a circle, came back, never touched him. And you all, some of you in the chat were even saying the same thing when I showed that footage. So they can miss us with it. This is just racist Klansmen who are wearing police uniforms. I don't care what anybody says. These police are all Klansmen. All right. Pretty much, okay? If not all of them, at least 90% is just what I believe, that they are Klansmen, okay? At the end of the day. You said what state was it in, beloved? Let me see. And I hope she wins this lawsuit. And I hope she sues that officer personally. It doesn't say, beloved. It doesn't even say. Brentwood Police, wherever the Brentwood Police are stationed. I have no idea. But anyway, that's just also egregious. Clearly. So in other news, now listen to this. This racist demon who clearly woke up with violence attacks this Black woman after spewing all these racist slurs in a grocery store. Slur spewing suspect arrested after attacking Black woman and threatening to hang her. Let me tell y'all something. How many times I have to tell you all, honey, get your guns. All right, if you're Black and you're not walking around here carrying a gun, honey, if you're not walking around here with knowing how to shoot and having a license to carry, I don't know what to tell you. Because these devils are running rampant at the end of the day. You need to be always prepared to protect and defend yourself. Honey, they're not going to catch me slipping. That's what they're not going to do. That is what they're not going to do. All right? And so anyway, and I want you to pay attention to how these Mzungo men, they always attack Black women. You don't see them run up on a brother. That's what you don't see. You don't see them run up on Black men unless, of course, they have their friends with them. It's only one Black person by themselves, one Black man, or they have guns and the Black man doesn't, because they're cowards. That's why. That's why they always resort to violence, because that's all they know. And when they engage in that violence, they're always going to make sure to outnumber you or have weapons and you not have them. That's what cowards do. Okay? A history of cowardice. All right, so a suspect has been arrested after he was caught on video earlier this month attacking a Black woman who was waiting in line at a Philadelphia area convenience store. Now, the woman said that she was standing in the line inside the store when a man stormed in, bumped into her, and then attacked her, an act that was caught through video on her cell phone. Now, the 19-year-old victim, who works at the store, said that she was waiting in the line to make a purchase after her shift when the man bumped into her. And she said it's 2022 and this stuff is still going on. Yes, it's always going to go on as long as we have Mazungos walking around here being racist demons. Yeah, it'll always go on. Now I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this video. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Like and share. Let me pull this up.
A woman becomes the victim of a racist attack inside a convenience store in Montgomery County, and she's telling her story only to NBC 10's Deanna Durante. Deanna is live in West Norton. Deanna, the young woman tells you the man who attacked her was a stranger.
She said she had never seen him before. She says that part doesn't really matter here. She's speaking out because she wants people to know that although the times have changed, they have not, she says, changed enough.
Y'all see boy calling me a alert?
If this video shocks you, the 19-year-old victim says it shouldn't.
I mean, it's 2022 and this stuff is still going on. You know what I mean?
It's the stuff Danira Grayson says she has put up with all her life. This time at work, and this time with violence. Grayson agreed to talk to us and use her video, but requested we not show you her face.
I was standing in line and a man just like stormed in and he bumped into me.
It was Wednesday inside this Perkiomenville store after she finished her shift. She was buying bottles of water.
So I literally just told him like, hey, like you just ran into me. And the guy like turned around and he just started like shouting like all these racist slurs, telling me that he was going to hang me outside the store.
She called police. And according to these court documents, he's Michael Strickland of West Norton. And he was arrested 3 days later. Social media posts of the video were shared over and over. We looked at Strickland's online criminal history. It dates back to 2003. We saw charges for DUI, drug possession, to charges of aggravated assault and indecent exposure in 2011. Strickland was arrested Saturday night, and according to court records, he didn't have to put up any money for his release.
That obviously scares me. Like, I actually like really worry about that because now, you know, like you never know, is he going to come after you?
Now, we did put in a request with Montgomery County as well as the county district attorney's office to inquire about this bail issue. A spokeswoman for the county tells us that she can't talk about individual cases. We did not hear back from the district attorney's office. As for Grayson, she says that she is grateful for all of those people who shared the video. She believes it helped to identify her attacker. She says she wants people to keep sharing it so that they can be aware of the issues that people are still facing today. Reporting live in West Norton Township, Deanna Durante, NBC 10 News.
Now, how nefarious was that? How nefarious was that? They trying to cover up bail now. Yeah, he didn't have any bail. They let him out without paying anything. That's why, as Black females, we must stay strapped. Honey, I do, because I promise you this. If anybody hit me upside my head like that, you're not going to jail, boo. You're going to the ER, and I'm going to see to it. All right? And that's what I'm going to do. You hit me like that, honey, you're going to the ER. That's all I'm saying. And now, a dark-skinned brother said, cops will have to kill me that day, not before taking one of them with me after I be. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Asha said, these devils are out of control. Instead of her being scared, maybe he should be scared. And Forever King said, racist dog. Absolutely. And then dark-skinned brother talking about the cops had to kill me that day, but not before taking one of them with me after I beat that racist butt. Okay, please, these devils. I mean, and you know, the sad thing is, the devils have a history of doing this, racist people, to Black people, and it's no end in sight. And you know why there's no end in sight? Because Black people just won't unify collectively. And at the end of the day, many Black people will take out their anger and frustrations on other Black people. But when a racist devil does something, they won't do anything. They'll sit there and cry and whine. Honey, that's the last thing I'm going to do. All right? You let a racist attack me ever, honey. You're going to think I'm Nat Turner up into this piece. All right? And that's on facts. Let them ever try it. Let them ever try it. Because I get so mad and sick and tired of watching the same BS. Black people constantly being, you know, victimized and all of that, then demonized on top of it. And then this young woman, she's at work. She's at work. Y'all are so crazy. I am so serious, okay? Right, okay? So anyway, honey, I don't play no games. I'm not here for it at all. I'm not here for it, okay? I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Don't try it with me. You'll be better off trying Jesus than trying me, and I'm just saying. So anyway, with that all being said, let's get into the next topic before we run along to the next channel. Now, y'all have another morning wake-up call coming after this on the original QueenAShakur channel, right? Because we got to talk about Brian Flores, yeah, and Colin Kaepernick. Okay, so listen to this. So you all remember I told you about the thug, the school shooter, 15-year-old Ethan Crumbley, and how the prosecutor said that he needs to stay in the jail with the adults, but his attorneys are trying to get him moved to a juvenile detention center, and they clearly don't want him there because the woman who runs the juvenile facility said that they don't have any teens there who are murderers, okay, like him. All right, he's a whole mass murderer. Who wants him around their child? So judge orders the parents of this thug, right, orders them to stand trial. Now, prosecutors accuse James and Jennifer Crumbley of ignoring the warning signs from their son, Ethan Crumbley, leading to the November 30th assault at Oxford High School, which he killed 4 students. So the Michigan teenager accused of gunning down 4 students at his high school last year will go to trial, accused of ignoring his parents will go to trial, accused of ignoring the warning signs. And pay attention, because I told you all yesterday that now he's trying to play crazy, talking about he had hallucinations and heard voices and all of that. Please miss me with it. Isn't that what they always say? Now, if you're really crazy, that's one thing. But honey, don't try to use mental illness as a get out of jail free card, all right? Their son, Ethan Crumbley, has been charged as an adult with first-degree murder, assault with intent to murder, terrorism, and gun violations. In addition to the allegations that he killed 4 schoolmates in a Detroit suburb, he's also accused of wounding 6 other students and a teacher. Now, Ethan Crumbley is alleged to have used a weapon that his parents gave him as an early Christmas gift. So I want y'all to pay attention. This is how you know it's all cap, right? This is how you know it's all BS. That this little male thug, his whole killer, yeah, he's not mentally insane. There's nothing wrong with him. He heard no voices. There was no hallucinations. You know how I know that? Because if his parents thought he was crazy and he was having these type of issues as they now want to claim, honey, why would you give this fool a gun for a Christmas present? I'm just curious. And pay attention. He used that gun likely as soon as he got it, because remember, it was an early Christmas present. So they gave it to him in November. And when did the shooting happen? In November. So he took that gun and right away went on his little murderous crime spree. So attorneys for the parents said their clients shouldn't be held criminally liable because they couldn't have known their son was planning an attack at his school. Yes, they did. They had suspicions, because when the school called the mother, what's the first thing she said? What's the first thing she asked him? When she talked to Ethan, why'd you do it? Right? She asked him, why'd he do it? So how do you know what he did when no one's told you? Okay? And they say that he was fascinated with violence. That's what the prosecutor said. Hold on. There's a video clip. I'm going to share my screen. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share.
A plan to stalk, rape, torture, and ultimately kill a female classmate.
Oakland County Judge Kwame Rowe allowed a deputy to remove Ethan Crumbley's right handcuff as the teen appeared in court in person. Prosecutors revealed new evidence in their case against the alleged Oxford High School shooter.
He expressed delight in torturing a family of baby birds, and he wrote about the joy he received in listening to them squeal as he killed them. He spoke of his admiration for Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Tuesday's hearing was the second time Crumbley's lawyers have argued he should be moved from the Oakland County Jail to a juvenile facility.
In the time leading up to these events, that my client was hallucinating, that he was seeing things, he was hearing voices, and that he had asked his parents to see a therapist.
Prosecutors say the 15-year-old is dangerous and should not be moved.
The defendant isn't who he appears to be. He allows people to see who he wants them to see, and only those close to him, such as his parents, would understand or recognize it.
The manager for Children's Village expressed concerns if Crumbley were moved from jail.
We've never had a situation like this involving a school shooting or a defendant who was going to, use the insanity plea.
Citing safety concerns, the manager said Children's Village had recently been placed on a temporary lockdown because of a shortage of youth specialists.
He is fascinated with violence, weapons, and seeing others suffer.
Little sick freak. He said he enjoyed hearing their screams and squeals as he killed them. He also said that he idolizes Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Dahmer. Y'all think he's crazy? I'm going to tell you what he is. What's wrong with this little thug? He's a psychopath. That's what he is. He is a psychopath. And that's why I told y'all he was about to be a whole serial killer. If he had not been arrested and put in jail, he was going to be a next serial killer. I promise you. All right? Yes, he's sadistic. Absolutely. But many are. If you haven't read the book, The Iceman Inheritance, you should read it. Okay? You will understand why such depraved, heinous, savage acts, right, are perpetuated by racist devils. Read The Iceman Inheritance. I might do a review on that book. So anyway, with that all being said, everyone please like and share, subscribe to the channels if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at QueenAShakur. You can also follow the QueenAShakur fan page, and you can find me on Twitter at DGoddess27. I hope to see you all in the next chat starting right now on the original QueenAShakur show.